Great to be joined by our Beaufort ambassador, Carlton Dallas. We talk a lot in the business world about launching pads.
Yes.
You're coming in talking about a landing pad
Yes,
today.
a landing pad.
Explain it all.
A landing pad is a facility that is designed to accommodate businesses from outside the U.S. to come to South Carolina or come to the U.S. So what's happened is we have created a landing pad at 500 Colorette Street in the form of the Beaufort Digital Corridor.
Right. A lot of us have heard a little bit about the Beaufort Digital Corridor. You're starting to get folks in it.
Absolutely we are. And this will be one of the first tenants that's in the official landing pad. There are others that are there. Ms. Jess O'Brien does a fantastic job. This company is coming in from Japan.
Okay.
And they're going to establish their North American first presence right there at 500 Colorette Street.
Wow. Tell me a little bit about what they do and who they are.
Oh, it's fascinating. I guess the closest item that sort of triggered what they do is to say George Jetson. For my age group,
Yep, mine too.
that is a name that resonates because they used to have the little cartoons with the flying cars.
Sure.
This company called SkyDrive actually creates hovercrafts. And they will be single or two-person vehicles or more that can take a person from Beaufort directly here or up 278 Carter and above all the traffic. And there'll be helipads where they actually land. So it'll be like you take your hovercraft to work and you land.
Where do I get mine? When do I get mine? I mean, what's their kind of time frame on making
They
something
are looking
happen?
at a couple of years. Because they intend to be here before the end of the year. Actually, physically with their first frontier office, so to speak. And they're manufacturing. When you see the video, you're going to see some tremendous models that they already have. They're experimenting. They're safety conscious. Absolutely amazing. And John O'Toole, Charlie Stone, Jess O'Brien have done a phenomenal job because they first met them at the Paris Air Show several years ago.
Oh boy. Skydrive2020.com if you kind of want to find out a little bit more about them. Tell us a little bit more about how the corridor, as you mentioned, it's starting to get known and starting to move along. That's good news.
It is truly moving along. And again, Ms. Bryant and Mr. O'Toole and Mr. Stone and others have just done a phenomenal job of getting them involved in events and activities that raise their profile. For example, our little organization, Business Attract, is convening a community career day. Beaufort Digital Card is a part of that, as is economic development. They already have groups that are there. But this is the first time the landing pad can say first arrival.
There you go. Let's talk about that gathering you've got it coming up where you're trying to get more younger people involved and get people involved. Tell me a little bit about it.
Well, part of what has happened is the school district, Beaufort and Jasper, which we are working with both, they really put forth, just phenomenal effort to communicate to parents the resources, the opportunities that are there for their kids. But you know how kids are. Sometimes it doesn't translate down the pipeline. And so with Business Attract, we are a group of 275 volunteers, and we just say, here's something that's happening. Everybody says yes or no. And so with this, what we're doing is we have relationships that the school districts may not be able to utilize. For example, we have relationships with the churches, with the fraternities, the sororities, the nonprofits that we can actually leverage our relationship and say, please come and bring your kids here.
Now, I know we're going to talk about this more down the road, but tell me a little bit about you've got a gathering coming up. You've been selling it around the office here. Tell me a little bit about what's happening soon.
Our first opportunity, and which has received superb support from Hilton Head, from Bluffton, from Hardyville. Mayor Murray has been out of town, but we're on his schedule upon his return.
There you go.
As well as Mayor of Port Royal and Van Willis. And so what we're going to do is they've already assigned, those first three have assigned a person to us to help walk us through all the requirements. And we're going to have basically parents, students, and mid-career adults. Because Economic Development Corporation is doing such a great job of attracting high-tech businesses, and we want to make sure our local residents have the skills to fill those jobs without having to transfer people in.
Absolutely. All right. We'll be hearing more of that as it comes along. Thanks for coming in. We appreciate it.
It's my pleasure.
Carlton Dallas, our ambassador to Beaufort. Coming up next, a special golf outing on Datow Island coming up just after Labor Day. You'll want to be a part of that'll help athletes in both sides of the Broad River.